All right, so I want to ask the question of what does it mean to be an American? Now, there's two different categories for me on this. The first one that I would like to talk about is emotionally. What does it emotionally mean to be an American? For me, it could mean one of two things. One, you could either succeed well enough to either give back to your people, or you succeed well enough to discover yourself through either going back to where you originally come from, or just finding yourself and discovering yourself through your culture. Being an American to me is not one race. It's not one culture. That's not America. Idealistically speaking. Now, the other category, physically speaking, going with that, like physically speaking, what does it mean to be an American? And it's really questioning, like, how did you get here? Did you come here by force? Did you come here by will? You know, there's just so many different ways that you came to this country. For myself, I was born here, but I have to look back at my heritage and realize and accept that that is a part of me as well. Even though I may not have wanted to accept that as a kid, because it was so foreign to me. And I've never been to St. Vincent before. I've never actually been to the Caribbean islands before. So growing up, that was just like, and also, I mean, wasn't always told the best stories about St. Vincent or Trinidad, but I mean, it's something that I want to discover for myself, and it's something, the questions that I have, I want to answer for myself. So that is what, to me, it means to be an American. It's to question where you come from and know where you come from and know your history and know your culture and all those things. So, all right, so the final thing that I would like to talk about is something that I think is difficult to talk about, depending on which one of these categories you fall in. I want to talk about how being an American and those ideologies and the thoughts that I've already expressed, like how does that, like I'm just thinking logically about like how being an American means so many different things to who you talk to, like depending on their race and the classism that they have within their racial category. Like if you talk to me, I grew up, I want to say like lower, like the upper part of lower class, or like somewhere in the beginning of middle class. But I'm also black, I'm also a woman, I'm an American, I'm a human being, but I have all these, you know, other things that come with me. I have an education. I have a college degree, bachelor's degree at that. And I feel like, you know, even as a child or a young teenager, like a lot of people made fun of me for talking in complete sentences, aka talking like a white person. I never understood that. I never understood that. Why is it that when I achieve the things that our people have set for us and want us to achieve, when I achieve it, I'm now white? Never made sense to me. And I think that it's interesting because when I was in college, when I started in 2011 at School of Visual Arts, by the time it was 2015, the population of Black artists that I saw in the college had grown exponentially. And I wish, I mean, there are a lot of reasons why I would do college all over again, but I definitely would have collaborated or made conversation at least with these other Black artists. I had no idea where these kids, or it's not kids, but where the people were hiding. Or just maybe I wasn't in the right place at the right time, but nonetheless, like, I would have been more active. But then again, I might have also been hesitant. I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. I probably would have anticipated more acceptance than rejection. So, I don't know. I just, all in all, I feel like with being a Black female artist, queer artist at that, like, it's hard. It's hard. Like, there are just so many roadblocks and things that I have to overcome to just have a seat at the same table. Just to have people listen to me. And that's part of, like, what I want to break through with Bouquet. Like, I want people with mental illnesses or mental disorders or of any color to be able to have a safe place where they can, where you guys can talk about, like, and express yourselves and not feel like your art doesn't belong, because it does. And I have to remind myself that all the time. So, yes, darling. So that has been this week's installment of Bouquet. Hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned in the next 2 weeks, because the next 2 weeks is my birthday. Ow. Ow. I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a lovely couple of weeks or 2 weeks. And just love yourself. Think about what we talked about today. Let it absorb. And subscribe. Yeah.